I am so excited to be here with Kori Nelson. She is the Director of Development and Public Relations for the Midlands Humane Society. Kori, it's so great to see you again.
You too. Thanks for having me on.
We're here to talk about an upcoming event in May, but let's just talk about the Midlands Humane Society and kind of the organization itself and who do you serve? What do you do?
Sure. So our doors opened in 2015 and we have been adopting out animals ever since. So it seems like the numbers and stats keep growing, and life-saving stats especially keep growing. So we're very, very happy and proud of that achievement, that we're able to save more lives. So we adopt out primarily dogs and cats, but we do get the birds and gerbils, guinea pigs, all those small critters as well. And we're located right off of Interstate 80, so not too far from Iowa Western Community College. We partner with them, by the way, which is a great partnership. And we're here basically 6 days a week for people to come adopt. No appointments are needed. You can pop in and see what we have available. And we're always in need of fosters. So if you're interested in, maybe as kitten season is starting, which it kind of has just hit that threshold with lots of little babies coming in the door, we'd love to talk to you. So give us a call.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the event that you have coming up in May. And as we were saying before we hit record, is that because of the pandemic and the virtual piece of it, you moved it to September, but now it is back to May. So this is your annual gala. Do you have a theme this year?
We do. Adoption and adventure go hand in paw, which it's true. And we wanted to focus on real pets, real people. And it doesn't have to be the major adventure. It doesn't have to be the car ride for ice cream or the trip to the Grand Canyon. It's an adventure every day, as you well know with your pets. So sometimes they're great adventures, sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're not so fun. But when you have family, and pets are our family, and you love them, you do everything that you can to keep everybody happy and healthy. So even a trip to the vet can be an adventure. So we want people to realize that, take a hold of it, take it to heart. And know that, there's shelters, there are private rescues. We're here to help people. We want to get pets in people's homes. And so that kind of real, true life image of people and their pets doing great things. Absolutely.
All right. So the event is coming up on May 13th. And where is it going to be this year?
So we're back at the Mid-America Center here in Council Bluffs, so it can hold lots of people. We have our very engaging live MC auctioneer back in house again. We have our silent auctions, we have our live auctions, and there's everything from smaller prizes to major trips. So we have a little bit of everything in between, from children's items to pets, of course. And, home and garden and dining and entertainment. So there's lots of options for people. You also, I want to make note, you don't have to come to the gala to participate. So if you're not comfortable, being out in public, or you just can't get away for that long to be at the gala in person, you can absolutely register to partake in at least the auction part, the donation part. You can bid for your favorite fashion, the animal show, fashion show that we do. You can bid on those contestants as well. So you can do that via our website, and that's midlandshumanesociety.org/events, or you can text basically MHS Gala, so that's GALA 2022 to 243725, and you'll get a link. It's super easy, quick to do, and you can partake in all the at least most of the action, and that's about a week ahead of time. So join on for that.
Okay, awesome. So let's talk a little bit too. We talked about how to register, where the event's at, different great things at the event. I know that you typically have other events too throughout the year. And one of them used to be, I mean, and you have to correct me, one of them used to be like a car show. I don't know if you're still doing that.
Yeah, we do. Yep, the Wags and Wheels car
Okay.
show. That has pretty much stayed consistent at the end of summer. So end of August is when that one is. It's our 5th year this year. Yeah, our gala is our 14th year.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
It used to be known as the Derby.
Yeah.
And then we kind of switched gears a little bit and have a different theme focus every year. So yeah, 14 years for the gala, 5 years for the car show. That is up at McCoy's and Thunderbolt, also here in Council Bluffs. So super great venue, great views, indoor facilities people can use, and then amazing cars. So can't get any better than that.
Well, and I have to also share my personal story, which I think I've done every year since I adopted Sunny. And I was hoping she would make an appearance here. Let me just see. Sunny, Sunbun. We'll see if she comes in. But I adopted her in 2020. I think it was September, and I actually took her home in October. And she had to have her eyes removed. She was a kitten. And, you know, I think a lot of times adopting a special needs pet, so to speak, makes people a little nervous, but you know what? And I have to say, I was a little nervous. I have 2 other cats. I wasn't sure how she was going to interact or how they were actually more importantly going to interact with her, but she is just one of the family and she runs around like nobody's business. She, you know, she doesn't know she can't see. The only thing I wish she could see were birds and things outside, but that being
said, her hearing is super sensitive. Oh my gosh. Picture them in your mind.
Yes. And she can hear birds outside. If there's a bee flying out the window, she will follow the bee with her, with her head because she can hear it energetically. But with that being said, I mean, how often do you get special needs animals into your facility?
It comes and goes. So there's rarely a time that we don't have something here with special needs. That might be an amputee. So there might be like a tripod, as we affectionately call them, cat or dog. We currently have 2 cats in the facility. We have a kitten who is feline leukemia positive. So that would be considered a special needs kitty as well, just for some of the things that people will need to do, just for her health, her longevity, the safety of other cats that might be around her. So her name is Reaver. And then we have an FIV positive kitty that's a 10-year-old kitty. And so again, those cats will just need a little extra attention as they move through life and still can do all the fun things. We had Reaver featured yesterday on the adoption option with Channel 3 News. And again, just like your kitty, you wouldn't really know anything is different if you just saw them, buzzing around the room. And she's no different. She just, really has to be the only kitty or has to be with other FELV positive kitties because it can be transmitted so easily, FELV in particular. But we do, we'll have, sometimes it's just a behavior that's a special needs and the animal really has to be treated in a certain way, not brought out into certain environments where the animal's going to react adversely, and the owners need to be aware of that. So those are in the building regularly. Understanding barn cats, understanding all those things that you might want to bring in. And then, how to handle special, even small animals that might have some special needs as well. So pretty frequently, an entirely blind kitty isn't as common here. They might lose one eye because of an injury. We have a broken pelvis Siamese kitty in the building right now who's just on cage rest, strictly cage rest. So probably more often than people realize, and the extra care that we give them before we get them out into a home like yours. Yeah.
And again, I just stressing that, because Sunny's blind. One of my cats, Sophie, has 3 legs. You make adjustments, but then it's the norm. I mean, there's really, it just becomes a part of your life and your family. And it's just having these kitties, regardless of what's happening with them physically or whatnot. It's such a joy. Yeah. Such a huge contribution to, speaking for me, to my life, in my family of kitties. So
yeah, well, we actually did. So yours was adopted in 2020. We had another kitty that was a farm kitty, a barn kitty that someone brought us that really was quite tame, but the owner of the farm knew that there was something maybe wrong with it, that it wouldn't probably survive, especially outside in the elements with, wildlife and cars and tractors and whatnot. So she brought her in here. She had to do a little bit of work with some socialization, and she was at Iowa Western's vet tech program for a while, really got loved up on, and she ended up having both of her eyes removed as well, and she got adopted. So,
yeah,
there was about a year in between, maybe half a year that, we didn't have anything like that. But it is, I mean, just having a puppy with all of his facilities can be challenging. So sometimes, really bringing in, you have to be aware of it, like you said, but after a little bit of kind of just adjustment period, your kitty knows exactly where everything in your house is. And she does great.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, again, wanting to, you guys do such great work, and I'm so grateful for everything you do. I mean, you're over in Council Bluffs, though people from all around the area, the Omaha Metro, I think, people come to see you and adopt animals all the time. So
absolutely. Yep. So we serve, we serve the citizens of Council Bluffs and Pottawatomie County. But as far as surrenders or anything that they might need, if we can help them with those things. But as far as adoptions, golly, it goes far from that, hundreds of miles away sometimes when someone's here looking for a specific breed. And shelters get lots of great animals. Right now we just advertised Rough Collie and a Great Dane, beautiful animals. So you just never know what you're going to get, and everything from young to senior. So don't overlook your local shelters wherever you might be watching this from, and private rescues. We have great animals, so check us out.
Absolutely. All right. So the big event, the gala coming up on May 13th. Lots of information on your website where people, if you can't go, there's ways to donate, contribute as well. But if you can go, come on out on May.
Yeah, 5 o'clock, social hour, 5 o'clock starts. Grab something to drink, take a look be the first to, look in person at the items. You'll get your table, great dinner, heartwarming video. There'll be a fun program. And then of course the live auction and, just the chance to see some animals, some breeder animals. So come on out if you can. There's still plenty of seats available. So register online.
All right. Kori, thank you so much. It's so good to see you again. It's been a while, and we'll definitely have you back over the summer and kind of get some updates on what's happening, and then talking about your Wags and Wheels in August. So
perfect.